Hello, I'm Olivia from Bradley Library. Welcome back to my kitchen, and we are ready to make a cherry pie. So let's get started. So you want to preheat your oven to 375, and I've got all the ingredients laid out beneath you here, down here. All those ingredients. There's more, but you won't be able to see them. And now I'm cutting off my head. Okay, so we're going to start with the pie filling. Sometimes I start with the crust, sometimes I start with the filling. I feel like doing the filling right now. So we are going to need 1 1/4 cups of granulated sugar, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch or quick cooking tapioca, 5 1/2 cups of fresh or frozen unsweetened pitted tart red cherries. Just cherries, just get a bag of cherries. And a recipe for double crust pie, which we will go over in the second half of this. So I'm not 100% good at following directions with recipes. I like to experiment, so we're going to have some fun with that. So we're going to start with our cherries. I've got them in a bag here. I'm just going to assume it's enough. I have shallow pie dishes anyway, it's going to be fine. So, my bag is leaking. I just pulled this out of the freezer. You're okay, honey. I know, you wish you could be up here cooking too, but dump all that in. It's a lot of juice. I'm going to have to drain some of that off. All your cherries in there. Not very attractive in this one. There's my cherries. Show this. What you doing? What you doing? That's quite a bit of juice. I'm going to pause and drain off some of this juice. Okay, juice is drained. I now have a new drink for myself to drink. And yeah, I wasn't going to dump that down the sink. I'll set this aside over here. And now we need our sugar. We need 1 1/4 cups of sugar. Yeah? Yeah? We gonna count? We gonna count? So 1/4. 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. That's 1 cup. That's 1 cup, honey. And then 1 more quarter. All right. And if anyone is wondering why I'm doing baby talk, it's because there's a baby right there. I forgot a spoon. Kinda need that. Alright. Mix in all the sugar. Still a little soupy, but it'll be fine. Honey. Alright. Next we need the 3 tablespoons of cornstarch or tapioca. So I have some tapioca here left over from an earlier box, and I probably have enough for 1 tablespoon, so I'm going to mix it. So I'm going to do a tablespoon of this and then 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch. That's about even. What am I doing? It's all dry ingredients. So I'm worried about mixing. Still a little bit left of this. Fill this up. Not quite all the way. That's probably good. Maybe I'll add a little more. There's a lot of juice in here. This will help thicken it up. Yay! I used up my tapioca. I'm so happy. Okay, so now we're going to mix that all in. Now for this way, we want to set it aside for about 15 minutes so that the cornstarch and the tapioca can soak in and get it all thickened up. So I'm going to set this aside. Now we're going to make our crust. So I'm going to do a lattice pie. We need a recipe for a double crust pie, and then you just cut the other half into strips. So we start with our flour. Get this jar opened up. And it's calling for 2 1/4 cups. Why did I get that? Whatever. Okay. Take this, my full measuring cup. It's a little awkward to put a whole measuring cup in here. Sometimes I'll go with a, excuse me, half cup. I feel like you guys are on the same part of me. There we go. But since it's calling for a quarter, I'm just going to measure out a bunch of quarters. Use less dishes that way. Always smooth out the top. Two cups and then 1 more quarter. And I'm going to leave my quarter cup in here. So you're going to need that for rolling out the dough. I don't need this anymore. I know, honey. We'll leave those over there. Now we need 3/4 teaspoons of salt. Now this handy little thing, I can change the measurement. So I'm going to set it to 3/4. My salt. Yes. You're okay. Pour that on top. Alright, now we need, I don't need this anymore. Now we need 2/3 cups of shortening. I don't like shortening myself, so I just have 5 1/2 tablespoons of butter. About right. I'm going to pause this. We're going to heat that in the microwave. There's my oven ready, and I'm going to entertain her for a few seconds too, so hold on. And I'm back. Okay, and baby's happy, and my butter's all melted. You don't have to melt the butter. You could just set it to room temperature and get it nice and soft, but I just don't. I don't know. Lazy, I guess. I just prefer to microwave it and get it mixed in here. We're going to go ahead and dump my melted butter in here. Alright, set that aside. And then we want 8 to 10 tablespoons of cold water. I got mine in here already. Pour that in. Just going to get that all mixed in. Now, it's okay if it's a little doughier than you want, because you're going to be adding more flour anyway. Nice and crumbly. Get in any loose stuff. Okay, now for the next part, we're going to roll it into one big ball with your hands. Make sure your hands are clean for this part, of course. Remember to sing happy birthday when you're washing your hands. You want 20 seconds. So we're going to scrape this off the spatula here. I don't need this anymore. I'm just going hands in there. You okay? Mm-hmm. I think I want a bit more water. A little bit more water. Okay. And an ounce and a half about to do it. Too much. Yeah. Oh, much better. That's all gooey. Did not add an ounce and a half. Way too much. But that's fine. It's easier to work with this way than the other way. So. Alright, so we want to split that in half into 2 separate dough balls. Get your bowl out of the way. And go wash your hands. How do I... Well, I guess you guys can watch me wash my hands. Can't hit the pause button. Alright. Over. On. Now, why am I washing my hands if I'm just going to dive them back into the dough again? Well, I just don't like crossing the used ingredients with fresh flour. So you want to get your fresh flour taken care of. Alright, let me get all the dough off. And I don't have a towel. Towel. Alright. So now we want to take care of our pie crust. We didn't even use those. Alright, so all the stuff on the table is stuff that we're putting in the pie anyway. It's just flour, some pie dough anyway. It's actually pretty good. It's all just flour on the table. Yay! Helps me out. Alright, so we're going to sprinkle some of this. Just a spot on the table. That should be enough. Probably equals about 1/4. Tilt this down so you guys can see. Alright. So we have that. I'm going to take our dough. I'm going to roll it in this a bit. Smush it out. You're alright, honey. Alright, that should be nice. A little disc. And grab our rolling pin. Just roll this out. You're okay, honey. I like to get mine really thin. Some people prefer thicker. If you want it thicker, add more flour. And dough, just basically add more dough. Alright, now we need a pie pan. That should fit nicely. Oh yeah. Okay, so fun trick. You take your rolling pin, wine bottle, whatever you're using to roll this out. You take the edge and you roll it over. You slip your pan underneath and you roll it back over the top. Make sure it goes into, and you want a lot of flap over the edges. Alright, that looks good. Alright, I'm going to take my filling. Should be thicker. It's still a little juicy. We'll just have a runny bit of a pie. No big deal. Pour it into here. That looks good. Alright, let me set this aside. Using my entire table. You guys are halfway through. There's stuff behind you. Okay, now we want to get some of our flour to the middle. Probably going to want a bit more. Winnie. Hey. What's up? What's wrong? What's wrong? You got your toes? Do you have your toes? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I can't do that with my feet. No, I can't do that anymore. Okay, we're going to roll this out. Are you kicking me? Okay, so it's not a perfect circle. So you got a chunk out of it. Honey, darling. Go back and get our pie. Alright, and I hope you saved the butter knife. Hey! Hey, look! It's shiny! Shiny. Ooh. It's so shiny. My daughter fascinated with knives. knives. Woo! Good idea. Hey! Hi! Alright, we're just going to cut some strips. I don't care if it's pretty. And stretch it over. Pinch it on. That could have been two. Just a reminder, I am not a professional. This is just how I cook in my home. Alright, here's the strip. We're doing a lattice, so we want to go back and forth. Gwenny. I just caught something here. So we want this to actually go like this. Like basket weaving. I'm regretting leaving that one big. Okay. Underneath, over top. Underneath. I'm so sorry. Okay, that looks pretty. Cover this piece, which I'm gonna fix. Cool. Alright, I need a fork. Now I need to wash my hands. Alright, now we're going to crimp our edges so that everything sticks a little better. You could pinch it with your fingers. You could leave it alone if you want to. You don't have to do this, but I've always done this. Makes me think of the little birds in Snow White. Goodness, that was a squeak. Hi, I'm looking at you. Are you happy now? You happy to be looked at? All right. And then your knife comes in handy again. I'm gonna cut off the edges. Pies just make me think of the movie Snow White. You know, I've always wanted to try making gooseberry pie, but I have no idea where to get gooseberries. So if you know where to get gooseberries in Kankakee County, mention it in the comments. Okay, and I dropped a piece on the floor, darn it. Okay. There is our pretty pie. And try not to get my hair. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to bake that for, this is the pie crust recipe. I'm on the wrong one. Way over here. Okay. We are going to bake that for 55 minutes. So this will come out and look like a cherry pie in about 55 minutes. You could also brush or sprinkle some sugar on the top if you want to, or get a brush and get some egg whites or milk on top to make it shiny. It's just my husband and I who's going to eat this, so we don't care. So it's going to be just like it is, just like how you saw, except cooked. So that is all. I will attach pictures at the end for everybody to see. And then I'm sure you noticed there's a lot of leftover pie crust here. It's fun to snack on. You can mix that with cinnamon sugar and just eat it as it is. There's no reason not to. There's no eggs in it, so fun little snack. Or you could bunch it all together and maybe cut out, make turnovers for breakfast with some jelly. Whatever you want to do with that, have fun with that. So I'm going to cook my pie now, and Gwenny wants to say hello. Or actually, she want to look up and want to be held, but she says hello anyway. So have a good one. Stay healthy, everyone. Bye. Thought I stopped taking video. Okay, bye again.